Hey y'all, welcome back. So today I want to just spend a few minutes and talk through my Hobonichi 2026 thoughts and my plans, tentative plans for this year. I'm going to use my iPad, but I'm going to turn off my ring light. So the lighting around here is not going to look great, but you'll be able to see the screen instead of having that big circle in the middle. Um, so this is not going to be an exhaustive, like, let's go through everything kind of thing. There's plenty of, other videos where they're showing the whole lineup. The Yoseka video was good. I watched it to kind of get an overview of all the covers and all the things, and I had to slow it down a little bit because they were moving. So, they had the video sped up, and it was so fast that I put it on like 0.75 speed, and even then it felt kind of fast. So, but they were trying to get through everything. But anyway, there are plenty of videos out there where you can kind of go through the whole lineup. I just thought I would talk a little bit about what I like, what I'm considering purchasing this year, and just a few thoughts. I really avoided. Um, I really avoided seeing like the Hobonichi previews because I feel like last year I was looking at it every single day and I was adding more and more and more things to my wish list. I ended up buying way more than I intended to last year and the year before. And so this year, for one thing, I don't have any social media on my phone except I have YouTube on my phone, which is, not exactly social media. Um, Except at the moment, I have Instagram because I have some pens for sale on gingerpeachy.shop on Instagram, and I need to get pens sold and get that back off my phone as soon as I can because I still find myself going down a rabbit hole whenever I open it to look at, messages and things. So, anyway, all that to say, let's take a look at what's going on here. My one of my recent videos was my talk about how my Hobonichi 2025 year has been going, which is basically not going. Um, but I thought let's just kind of go through here. I'm on the home page of the website, and so we'll kind of move around the website together, and I'll show you the things that I like, some thoughts that I have. There's some interesting things that I noticed this year that kind of surprised me, and then kind of the things that I'm considering buying and how I'm considering buying them. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, I really like, as you know, not surprisingly, I really like the Yumi Kitagishi stuff is really really cute. I am not considering getting it this year because I feel like it's just so similar to the Yumi Kitagishi things that I already have, like similar feel, similar colors. Here is the table decorations A6, which is so adorable. I mean, it really is. But like it's wonderful and it's beautiful, but it's so similar to what I have from the last couple of years that I'm able to skip it and feel okay about it. I need to not look at it too much because there's a chance I could talk myself into it. But I mean, it's very very cute. Can I zoom in here? Come on. Thought I was zoomed in already. Here we go. Come on. Oh, it doesn't want me to do it on the image. Okay. So, anyway, very, very cute. The little white cat is precious, and all the little characters are just so cute. But this one's called Table Decorations because it's all little placemats and things for the table. And then the A5. Oh, sorry. Apparently, I'm not good at using an iPad. They have all the drawer pouches um, in Yumi Kitagishi's prints, and they are so sweet. In this one particular print, I should say. Um, I would love to have that whole little set, truthfully. And then from the Hobonichi website, $62 is going to be the price for the cover and a book. And then I think the $67 is if you get the Avec. And then here is the A5. I just think, look how sweet these are. These little like stamp kind of images are just so cute. They really are. But I think I can skip it this year because it's similar enough to what I've had before, that I'm not, in desperate need of it. So, very, very cute Yumi Kitagishi collection. Um, the Weeks comes in that same Cat's Daily Life print. Those are just really cute. I am kind of considering the pin, the little white cat pin, just for something fun because it's cute and it's not very expensive. Well, it's $12, so it's not cheap, but it's not, Anyway, I'm considering that. And then also the sticky note roll. I think this would be really fun to be able to use, in all sorts of ways. So it's just a roll of sticky notes. I guess they're like maybe perforated, tear off. That's what I was gonna say. Um, so okay, are there 4 print designs? I need to go read about that. But yeah, that's really cute. This is $6.99 on the Hobonichi website. I'm also going to talk a little bit about prices. So I'll save that for the end though. So yeah, I really like those. Look, if you don't have the little Disney ones, these are so precious. The little glasses, you can put them over Lucky's eyes, and I love it. I have this one in my collection. Um, it's somewhere in my house with a book in it, where I can just scribble in it when I need to. Another one I really like is let's see. Oh, these are all the artist collections. Okay. I really do like this one, the Story About Me. This is a better way to look at them, apparently. I think this is really a beautiful illustration. I don't know. I'm not in love with some of the aspects of it. So like it's not enough to really tempt me, but overall, I just think it's really beautifully done. I like the bear. I like the duck. I like the kind of florals and plants around the sides. I think that's really pretty. This pink is really fun as well. Um, the Tamagotchi collection, I think, is also like I love that as a as a millennial. I didn't have a Tamagotchi as a kid. I had a Gigapet, so which I guess was maybe the off-brand of Tamagotchi. Um, Let me see. I'm gonna search for it. There we go. But I think this is so fun. I would not. I'm not considering it because, I mean, it's not really nostalgic for me personally, but it is fun that it's from kind of my generation. Like I had lots of friends with Tamagotchis, and I think it's such a fun design. Um, the Tamagotchi collection has like the folders and the pencil boards and stickers and all kinds of stuff, and I think it's a really cute collection. The Stoppo is fun. I know I'm saying fun and cute over and over again. I'm really sorry. I don't it's been a long day. So anyway, the Tamagotchi one is one I really like. I also am a fan of the bow and tie. Um, is it the ampersand and tie collection? The 2 different ones this year. Oh, are there 3? There's 3. There's one with a happy ice cream. I haven't seen that one. But I love the galloping horses. You have to tap the words. There we go. I love the horses. I think this is so pretty. This is the hone. It comes in the hone. It comes in stoppos. It comes in weeks, and it comes in the drawer pouches. But I love this pattern. These horses are just so pretty. I like their different, poses, and then the little blue and white bird that's following some of them around. I just really like it. It's the like colors are not really my colors. I tend to be more bright and colorful, but I was a horse girl, as a kid. I read all the horse books and um, knew about all kinds of different breeds and things. And so, anyway, this just kind of hits a little, a little soft spot in my heart. And I just also think it's just beautiful. Horses are just gorgeous animals. And then there is the forest is it called In the Forest? Yes. Bow and tie as well. And I am a sucker for bears, squirrels, rabbits. Um, Look at that little squirrel right there. So sweet. Um, yeah, I'm a real sucker for bears, squirrels, rabbits, birds, all of the happy all of the happy forest animals, owls. Owls are not one of my favorite animals, but they were my grandmother's favorite, and so I always think about her. So I just think this is so pretty. Um, and if I were a Weeks user or a Hone user, or um, I think this In the Forest one only comes in the Weeks and the two Hone sizes. I don't think it comes in any of the Stoppos or anything, which is interesting. Um, it's interesting because the horse one does. Like, it comes in lots of different things. I haven't looked at this ice cream one. Let's look at that real quick. Oh, cute. Look how cute with the popsicles and the ice cream cones. That's adorable. I have not seen this one until right at this moment. Oh, that's so cute. Well, um, that is precious. Oh, I'm glad I saw that. How cute. Love the little ice creams. So those are what I really like. The collection that has really captured my heart this time, though, that I am very much kind of considering getting some pieces from. How do I find it? How did I just find the like collections? How do you find the different collections? Probably need to cut this part out of the video. But what I have really fallen in love with is the 100% orange squirrels. Look how fun these squirrels are. Little illustrated squirrels. Let me open it up and you can kind of see all the sides. I know most of you watching this probably have seen all of this, but look how cute this is. They are just so happy. Has the orange pocket on the back, so this design doesn't go all the way through. Look at them on the inside. Little marching squirrels. They are just adorable. And it's just so happy. The bright orange and yellow, like they're just so happy. It's different kind of from what we've seen a lot of the time. I think this is I'm pretty sure these are from a book that's called 100% Orange. In Japanese, I'm sure. Oh, look, the picture book illustrated by 100% Orange. There we go. Yeah, I'm really, really liking this cover a lot. And then you can see there is a collection. So, look how cute. Here, okay. I'm gonna save my thought for later. Um, there is also here is the A5. I think I like the A6 better, but look at all the little marching squirrels. And the I don't know, the almost childlike illustration, which I could not have drawn this as a kid, but just makes it even happier to me. Look at all the little marching squirrels. Like, what a cutie pie. They're just precious. And I like the inside of this one too, which when you have a book in there, you don't really see that, but still, just a really nice touch. Um, so I'm loving the squirrel collection. And along with this, let me see if I can get down here. There is the Hobonichi papers, which I actually use these notepads a lot. They're tear out pages. They're not Tomoe River paper, but they're fine. Like, I don't usually use fountain pens, but if I do, they might bleed through a little bit. But I'm generally using these to jot down notes and tear them out or hand something to somebody or, whatever. So they're semi disposable pages. But they have the little squirrels marching at the bottom. These are little note papers. That you can use to write a note to somebody. They have the folders that are precious that have all the illustrations on them. I'm not really interested in this stuff. The Deco Rush tape I am tempted by, but I know that I don't use it. Like, I have several of them and I just don't ever reach for them. Little bag, they're cute, but I don't need another. I don't need another one of these. So, But like all these things, and then the two covers are really what I'm loving, um, and sort of considering this year. Something very interesting to me is that um, there are not pencil boards with these collections. So just today, I was kind of thinking through this video a little bit and what I might want to talk about, and not that I prepare that much, y'all know, but I thought, oh, I didn't see the pencil board, because sometimes when I see something I really like, I am fine to just get the pencil board and have the design on like a $5 card. Like these, I love these, all three of them, and not have to buy the cover, like these are good examples. I loved this one, and I didn't have the cover. I think I have one of the sizes now that I bought secondhand, but I just bought the pencil board so you can enjoy the illustration, and not have to buy an expensive cover. I did the same. I have one of these little panda ones. So I was thinking about that, and the Paddington ones are there again still. Um, there is not a new. There is a Tamagotchi set. There is not a new Yumi Kitagishi set. These are the same as last year, which are precious, and I love them. I have all three of them, and they have been used. But well, this one particularly has been used in my journal, but there's not a new one this year for this year's Yumi Kitagishi collection. And the same for, look at the Moomin, the Moomin ones. The same for the squirrels. There is not a pencil board with the squirrels. There is a set that matches the embroidered stuff, the Io Okumi stuff. So there is that's new this year. The little circles obviously are telling us what's new. But these are from last year, or maybe even the year before. Um so that's just interesting to me. These Unsodo ones are also last year's, and these are older as well. So like all this stuff is older, but they did not release any new ones. Spy Family came out last year. Paddington came out last year. Um, there's not new ones for a lot of the collection. So I found that to be interesting, and I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's just because they're small and they're not big money makers, or which they probably, anyway, I don't know. I just found that interesting. So um yeah, that was an interesting thing to me. Um let's see. One of the things that I wanted to consider, sorry, words are failing me, um is one of the horses um drawer pouches. Like I was thinking this would be a good way to incorporate this into my collection. But these are not cheap, y'all. This is $41 for a pouch. And I use one or two of these around, but I have more sitting in a drawer than I actually use. So I have a hard time sort of justifying it. I don't know. I think that, a pencil board is a good way to, not a pencil board, a drawer pouch is a good way to enjoy it without wasting a book, because these obviously are not dated, you can use them forever. So anyway, that's a consideration, something I'm considering. I wish that the forest one was available. I have this whisker cat one, and I love it. It's so cute with the little 3D whiskers. So I love the drawer pouches, all three sizes, four sizes, all four sizes. I love them. I have quite a few of them in use around my house in different capacities, but I still have some sitting in a drawer that are not being used. So I don't need any new ones, despite, how just cute everything is. So, anyway, a couple of thoughts. I did some math today, and if I were to get all of the items all of the squirrel items that I was considering, plus potentially one or two other little things, I compared prices between a US retailer that's got a preview on their website and the Hobonichi website. and the difference was more than 30%. So, um, quite a few items, particularly the small items like the folders and the things like that, are double the price in the United States for U.S. retailers. Um, the books, a lot of the books were about 60% more. Like they cost about 40 to 60% more um, in the US than they do. So, with my math, if I were to get more than 2 or 3 items, I'm still going to save money by ordering from Hobonichi directly. And you get the freebies along with it. So, even though, like, now they don't do the free shipping, stuff like that, I still think it's going to be cheaper to order directly from Hobonichi unless you're just getting one or two items, in which case it probably is about a wash, honestly, because for instance, the squirrel cousin, this is the cousin, the A5, with a book inside is going to be $87. It jumps up to $92 if you get the Avec, but $87 from here on Hobonichi's website is $115. That is $28 more. So if shipping is, you know, $40, if you have $28 to spare from this book, if I get another book, like that's going to make up the difference of the $40. So anything kind of past beyond like two bigger items, I think it might be worth it to still order from Hobonichi. Alternatively, I was kind of considering, I have not yet looked around. I hope this like scrolling is not, I guess y'all do this at home, but look how cute. I have no interest or anything in One Piece, but that's a cute little design. Um, and I keep just scrolling around because I'm talking and I'm just doing it, you know, to use my hands, I guess. But something that I thought about is if I could find the 100% orange book somewhere. I have not looked yet. I'm sure it's out there in existence. And it says it's a picture book, so like I don't think I would have to read Japanese to read it, to enjoy it. Then I would love to maybe just pick up that book and not get the covers. I would enjoy the covers. I would use the A5 on my journal. I would use the A6 on the notebooks that I scatter around my house and around my life to be able to jot things down and stuff. Sometimes I use them, I do use them. I don't use them all the ones I have all the time, but I trade them out. I do enjoy them, and I like my little cover collection. But maybe if I could find the book, then it would kind of curb my appetite for the collection. We will see. I'm going to kind of look around and see, think about it. I'm going to probably not be making a purchase right when everything drops on the, for us in the US on the evening of the 31st of August. I'm going to try to just wait it out and like take my time and think about it. Because the truth is, I mean, this is coming back to like, I have not used my Hobonichi stuff. And oh, I forgot to even say this. If I were to buy the either one or both of the books, the covers with the books in them, then I would be looking to sell the cousin and the A5 book. So if anybody is interested in getting a cousin or an A5, or an A6, I'm sorry, an A6 Techo, and you're interested in like letting me place the order and then you buy either of the books from me for the Hobonichi price and then pay a little bit of US shipping or whatever, we could kind of split it out where it would save you a little money to get the books and then I would get the covers and we could kind of split the cost. So just a thought, if there's anybody who is not a scammer who wants to split some of that with me, that's just an idea that I had. So because I'm not going to use the cousin, I'm not going to use the Techo book. I will be selling them one way or another. Like I'm not going to just keep them around for no reason because that's not what I use. So Anyway, these are kind of my thoughts. Let me know what you think. um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I am excited to see everything. It's always a fun little season, to see their offerings. I've not let myself browse the full website because last year I bought so many little random accessories and things that really kind of boosted my cost. So I'm not going to do that this time. Uh, but anyway, when these like limited collections come out, it's hard to, um, it's hard to skip them because you know that probably they won't be here next year. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. What are your thoughts about Hobonichi this year? If you, have ever been a Hobonichi user or if you're considering it, what are you thinking about this year? I know some things have changed a little bit. Um, where are you at? There's a little Moomin. It's a little Moomin. I'm not a big Moomin fan, I don't think. Like, I don't know anything about it. About Moomin, really. But it's a cute character. Where is it? Come on. But I do like to see the little illustrations. Let's see it up close here. Oh, oh, it's the little girl. I don't know her name. I don't know anything about this. But but that's cute. That's cute. Oh, look at her. She's like angry, happy. I don't know the story, but that's cute. Anyway, okay. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great weekend, a good week next week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.